What's up everybody, this is Sergey from MMA Soap Opera, and today I would like to share a little bit of my thoughts about this past weekend's UFC Australia Dricus Du Plessis versus Strickland 2. And I would love to start just by saying that I have a massive respect towards Dricus Du Plessis, not necessarily for the performance that he showed, although he was really good in the fight. Or well, good by his standards, you know what I mean. The dude is so awkward, the dude is so weird, but despite, according to some statistics, he was actually having a little bit of a lower output than in the first fight. You can check out the Luke Thomas video, he was breaking that down. Overall, I felt like he was just a little bit more versatile, he was showing a little bit broader variety of techniques, strikes and attacks. And yeah, he just basically rolled over Strickland, who looked just straight up flat. But anyways, what I was actually originally gonna say is that I have massive respect to Dricus for saying that despite him wanted to fight Pereira, he actually wants to defeat Khamzat Chimaev first. Because I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit tired of these like new champions that once they get the championship belt, they completely just forget about their own division and just start talking shit to the weight class above in the hopes of getting a shot for a double champ status. I think that's just super lame. So just the fact that Dricus is talking about Alex Pereira but also saying, hey, Khamzat Chimaev first. I want there to be absolutely no dispute that I'm the best in this weight class. That's just something that deserves a massive amount of respect. So yeah, hats off to Dricus. Low-key, some of the best trash talkers in MMA game as well, because for some reason, every single time he's in the same room with Strickland, it almost seems like he's this close to making him cry every single time. Also, one thing about Alex Pereira, there were of course these videos of him sitting right next to Israel Adesanya, and there's just one thing that I've noticed, that every single time someone is in the video with him, of course they need to say this Shama thing. Sure, it's fun, but at the same time I feel like it's becoming a little bit too much. And yeah, he's just basically just becoming something like a Pokemon for me, who keeps saying Shama, Shama, Shama. Shama! Anyways, Alex Pereira, I actually love that guy, and I would love to see him against Dricus Du Plessis. I'm not sure which weight class. I would be extremely surprised if Alex Pereira decided to go down in the weight. I don't think that that's reasonable or possible at this point anymore. But on the other hand, would he have a bigger chance of winning a second belt if he went down again? I mean, instead of going up and fighting for the heavier belt. I would say so. I don't think that he would do very well in heavyweight at all. Of course, it would be a massive fight if he went against either John Jones or Tom Aspinall, but I don't think that he stands a chance against neither of those two. Part of me thinks that there's a small possibility that he would be able to go down in the weight class, but more likely it would be the Dricus who would have to go up. Anyways, Strickland looked like absolute shit and should fight Nasruddin Imavov next. I was talking about it in my previous video that I think that the winner of the Du Plessis and Strickland 2 fight should fight Khamzat and the loser should fight Nasruddin Imavov. I personally think that is the one that makes the most sense for both of them. I know that they already fought once, but like, who else do you want Strickland to fight next? I don't think that it's gonna be Caio Borralho, by the way. I think that Caio Borralho is gonna fight either Izzy or Rob Whittaker next. Not according to MMA Guru. He thinks that Strickland's next fight is probably gonna be Israel Adesanya. I mean, I understand the points that he was saying. He was saying that for Israel Adesanya, there's gonna be this narrative that no other fight makes him excited, that he really feels bad about this particular one and wants to get it back. But nah. Unfortunately, in my opinion, Israel Adesanya is in a situation when he needs to fight downwards. And Caio Borralho, in my opinion, seems to be the perfect next matchup for him. Zhang Weili, super likable. In the post-fight interview, what I found adorable was that instead of coaches, she was talking about coochies. I mean, you can't dislike this kind of a person. She has like this really innocent vibe about her, of course, until you stand against her in the cage, because man, she was such a incredible fighter to watch. Yes, she didn't get a finish, but still, like, the skills that were on display were just off the charts. I gotta be honest, if it wasn't for her, like, this whole event's quality would go down for me significantly, because to me personally, she was the one who did it for me. Of course, everybody is talking about her next opponent, who should be Shevchenko, which in my opinion is the fight to make. Everybody is talking about it, so I really hope that they're gonna be able to book it. Apart from that, in women's MMA, another fight that I'm really looking forward to, and I hope that it's gonna happen this year, is Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. Those are basically the two best fights in women's MMA that should happen this year. Fingers crossed. So yeah, previous fights on the card were alright as well, but once again, like I said, for me personally, Zhang Weili was the one that did it for me. Like the takedown defense, all the wrestling scrambles, and the striking was so good. Like the way she was dominating Suarez was just incredible to watch. Like literally, MMA doesn't get any better. So yeah, I would personally give this event like 6.5 out of 10, something like that. Probably not better. If it wasn't for Zhang Weili, it would probably be like 4.5, maybe 5 out of 10. I really can't wait for the next big UFC event, which is gonna be, of course, UFC 313. There are gonna be some bangers on that card. I really think that it's possible that the UFC is gonna redeem themselves a little bit. Not that it necessarily needs it right now, but still. We need to ramp up the excitement a little bit, you know? And I think that the matchups that are on UFC 313 should deliver. And of course, mainly by the highly anticipated Pereira versus Ankalaev fight. But before UFC 313, we're gonna have a couple of other MMA treats. For example, Brandon Royval versus Manel Kape. What a great matchup. I'm really looking forward to that one. Or, for example, Henry Cejudo versus Song Yadong. A little bit weird one, but I think that is gonna be fun anyways. What do you guys think about UFC 312? Did it match your expectations? Do you maybe think that Strickland's seeming staph infection that he had on the arm had some sort of a big effect on him? Yeah, I'm really curious about that, so make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, this is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe and ring the bell so that you don't miss any upcoming videos. It's really fun for me to like dump all my thoughts and opinions about MMA in the camera and just make videos for you guys. So thank you very much if you're here for that. Alright, this was Sergey from MMA Soap Opera, because that's what it is.